Welcome back, Battle Brothers and Sisters, to the continuing adventures of Winter's Fury. And so we skipped ahead a tiny bit from last time. Last time we went up here, took out this encampment. It was a close fight against 10 honor guard, but we took them out with no casualties. Sold our crap here, made a decent amount of money. I think I bought a few little minor things too, some tools probably. And then came down here to check out this other location, which is a plethora of ancient legionaries. Now, if you go to the Battle Brothers wiki, you can find out exactly, well, not exactly, but the range that a plethora means. But ultimately, it's 14 or more. They're not as good as, or as dangerous, technically, as the Honor Guard, but there's at least 4 more of them, maybe more, and that means a lot more pikes, which are the dangerous ones, and more beef to smash through to get to those pikes. So I think this one's probably a little too dangerous for me to take on, which sounds kind of strange. You'd think, since they're not as good as the Honor Guard, there's only a couple more of them, that the fighting the Honor Guard be more dangerous. I don't think so. The damage output here is a higher. I think the damage output's higher, and the ability to concentrate damage output on 1 or 2 brothers is too high here. So instead, yeah, this is an undead location. Maybe we'll come over to Dahab, see if they have anything of interest, and then if there's no contracts or anything, we'll move our way up and check this place out. I think it was too tough it was either too tough at the time, or it didn't say what was there. I was a little afraid to go into it, but I may give it a shot now. So we'll see what comes next. So the southern city had nothing of real interest. We came up here to Thunstetten, and they have this mission to go find a location, right? Normally, now that we're getting kind of later game, it's not an ideal contract for me. It's not going to pay a lot just to go find something and come back. And my unit's living expenses are getting kind of expensive, right? But potentially, since I'm trying to find undead locations, this is going to show me the location of somebody's encampment. And with a name like the Cursed Grave Mounds, I have a feeling there's a good chance this may be an undead location, or a random, unmarked one. And in that case, they're often occupied by undead as well. So this might not be a bad one to try out. Yeah, normally they give you like $300 for it. Okay, we'll get 320, which may cover my travel expenses. Somewhere to the east, but like I said, the important thing is we're trying to find a location that we get to potentially raid if it's undead and get us closer to our ambition goal here. So now, if it's to the east in the region of Thornvale. Thornvale's up here, so I'm assuming it's probably going to be more in the northern, and I don't know how it's generated, but my gut feeling is they don't usually spawn right next to someone else's encampment, so maybe we'll angle. Well, perfect. There we go. So it's an ancient undead location. Lots of legionaries, a few ancient honor guard, and an ancient priest. If you haven't dealt with an ancient priest, it's a spellcaster. And it's been a while since I've played. I can't remember if the ancient priest, I think he can cast like a swarm of bugs that like distracts and significantly hinders one of your brothers. He may have something that affects your morale and nerve. I don't think there's a goblin shaman that can make like an area effect web, basically vines that grow up and bind your brothers. I don't think that's what the ancient priest does. He may make a toxic cloud that does damage to you if you stay in it. Either way, what I'm trying to say is I don't want to fight that group. It's only lots of ancient legionaries instead of a plethora like the group before, but lots is still a lot. I think 11 to 13 probably, 10 to 13, somewhere in there. So it's a lot. And a few Ancient Honor Guard. If it's a two-handed guy with a two-handed cleaver, I can kill them pretty easily, as we saw. But if it's the reach area effect weapon, I don't want to deal with that. Especially if I got some priest casting spells at me. So, no thank you. We'll take our little bit of pay, and we'll check out this other location. Oh, there's something down there. I keep... Alright, what do we got? Ooh, okay. So kind of like we fought in the past, a large group of trash, and then a few necro savants. Now, if a few means 2, it shouldn't be a problem at all. If a few means 3, it'll be slightly more annoying. But now that we know we're going into a fight with necro savants, unlike last time, we can hopefully prepare ourselves a little bit better. What does that mean? Well, ultimately, necro savants are kind of like beasts. So they don't have a lot of armor. They're harder to hit. They rely on their high defense skills. They have a lot of health. So we want to do swords, maybe cleavers. Our archer is not going to have the... he still got that from when I picked up at the last battle off the ground. Although, I mean, realistically, that's a good point. The Necrosavants have good range defense, and he's not going to be able to contribute much there. It may be best, because he doesn't have good melee defense either, just give him a shield to protect himself a bit, and a spear, because it has the best bonus to hit. He's just not... Shooting is not going to be his strong suit right now, so we'll go with that. I don't need to polearm the guy because he doesn't have armor. And if you remember, looking at the group of trash coming with him, it was like regular Wiedergangers, so no armor there, and Ancient Auxiliaries, which, okay, the Ancient Auxiliaries will only take half damage from a polearm, but it doesn't matter. Let's see. Same with this guy. We just want the bonus to hit. We could, I think I mentioned it last time, go with these for the bonus, or the chance to stun, which I think we used last time to some effect. The other thing is, the other possibility would be we could give these guys shields and just regular weapons. And then no matter where the Necrosavants teleport, unless it's next to just this guy now, whoever it teleports next to is going to have at least some defensive bonus, which will help keep our guys alive. Okay, so I skipped ahead a second. Leveled up this guy who I didn't realize had leveled up. Everyone's equipped with swords. I do have this one nice cleaver, the Kopesh, and then a couple regular ones. I thought is giving as a weapon to these guys, since they have the cleaver perk. He still got it, just not to clutter up, I guess, my inventory. But I didn't. Ultimately, the swords give the bonus to hit, and to me that's a little bit more important. The nice thing is, they can still, to some degree, fulfill their role with the cleaver perk because they have the whip. They have quick hands. They can switch the whip. The whip has a range of 3. So wherever those Necrosavants teleport, again, as long as we hit them once, their armor goes away, and then we can whip them, do a decent amount of damage. I mean, it's not great, but 15 to 30, it does some damage, and then it puts bleed on them as well. So they can do a little bit of range support and stack damage. So that's something. Now, it's a little annoying because this is not the ideal setup for dealing with the Ancient Undead and the Wiedergangers, but realistically the Ancient Undead, they're just the auxiliaries with little to no armor, so we should smash them up pretty well anyway, and the Wiedergangers aren't a big threat. So everyone's got shields. I think everyone's good. This guy is slightly injured still. That's the guy who almost died. I paid at the temple to get him healed up, so he's already ready to go. His injury's gone. 86 health is still plenty of health. Let's double check helmets while I'm here. This is 125 for 8. This is 150 for 9. Might as well take the better one. He can switch, whip and switch back. And yeah, whatever, it's fine. Okay, so I think we can take these guys on. And should be, let's just, again, 3 Necrosavants will be slightly more annoying. Well, we're not going to be able to see for a bit. Let's just wait and see. And the Necrosavants normally won't come forward and engage until these guys get into melee. And we'll let these guys walk up so I get 2 rounds to chop up as many as I can. Just 2, which is excellent. And you can tell because they're much faster than the regular undead, so... Oh, they're coming in already. Well, that's the main target. So we will ignore this for the most part and just try to focus fire on those guys. He's going to wait until we can get some other people up there to support. He could whip, but I think we'll try to get extra people up there. This guy doesn't... Well, he could step through, but... that's unfortunate. He'll wait. He's inspiring everyone still. He's got Berserk, so he'll actually be able to step through. I mean, now this guy's a bit exposed, but whatever. Oh, that's annoying. I was hoping to get him up there, but I guess we'll try to kill some of these guys instead. And you don't have much to hit. Must have hit his helmet, which is not great. Even that, he's got... This is one of my polearm guys, so he's got pretty high attack and the bonus to hit, and he's still only 66% chance to hit. This guy is not great. He's just going to defend, try to stay alive, in case these Necrosavants try to teleport next to him. I don't think they will. This guy will wait, and then next turn he'll probably shield wall. He might as well take the free shot. He's going to get the nerve back anyway. Alright. Doing some damage. This guy... Might as well try a regular whip attack on him. And switch back. Oh, I could have tried to disarm him, I suppose, but... I think I can try to kill him at this point. Do damage. Yeah, that's painful. Okay. I'm glad he didn't stay there and swing twice. Yeah, so my 2 polearm guys, while they have great melee skill, they don't have melee defense at all except for their shield, so they're not the best for that particular role. This guy does not need the shield wall because he's not really at threat right now. Let's try to kill him. If I can free up somebody to go rotate out and protect my polearm guy, that would be ideal. This is my new guy who is not very accurate, unfortunately. Yeah, 1 hit. 2 hits. Good job. Yeah, Mr. Polearm's not happy at all. I think these guys have all gone. Do I wait? Is there someone who can rotate with him? That's the real question. I mean, well, no. I think he's good either way. Because even if, like, this guy steps back and rotates, this guy can quick hands pull out a whip or something and do some damage. So he can wait. Shield wall is 4. A step is 2. And rotate is 3. So theoretically, he could shield wall, step back, which with the shield wall, he probably won't get hit, and then rotate. That's the hope. So a little on the crazy side, but now we're going to target the ancient undead. They have, I think, better the auxiliaries have better combat stats, I think, and they won't rise up again like these stupid Wiedergängers. So just try to kill some of them. Well, since they're gonna force the issue, he hasn't gone, so he can wait, I guess. Yeah. This guy's kind of stuck, so I guess we'll just hit that guy. Kill some ancient undead. This guy will come up here, which hopefully will dissuade these guys from picking on him. But they may... I think they'll target this guy, probably. He's probably the most exposed. I don't think they'll go for either of these two. This guy, theoretically, could probably come in here and start working on them. I mean, he's not great, but at least he'll contribute something to the fight. Up there. Who's hurt? They're both hurt. They're both about the same. He's between the N and the D. He's between the N and the D, but he's bleeding. Let's just keep stacking on that guy. Or fail to do so. That works too. Let's attempt to decapitate this guy. I'm proud of you, Banner Man. Yep, you can stay there. And that was my other alternate thought. They might go after him. But hey, they're splitting up their attacks, which is great. This guy didn't get hit at all. This might be a good opportunity to kill these, especially that guy. He's got lots of good swordsmen nearby. Keep targeting the ancient undead. Good job, Berserko Man. You can just wait there. I don't care about these guys. I just want to hit these guys. I mean, I do have to hold them back a little bit, though, so... yep, he picked up the Wiedergänger, picked up the shield and the Falx from the dead dude. It's kind of funny. This guy... he's going to wait, actually. He's got mediocre combat skills. This guy's going to step up. This guy's going to step down, so we'll get plenty of overwhelm bonus. So he's going to wait for that. And in fact, he could have swung twice from back there if he had switched his whip, actually. Well, maybe not a mistake, but we'll let him wait. So this guy can come down and swing. Then he'll get the maximum bonus. Oh, he's not dead. I didn't see the little 9 lives cat head proc, so that's kind of annoying. Now I did. He can wait too. We could whip this guy if this guy fails to kill, that guy fails to kill, so let's not commit too much. He's hit there and shield wall. Yeah, this guy can step over here, actually, and maybe protect him. And if he teleports and does one swing at that guy, I'm okay with that. He's stuck, so he'll wait. This guy... yeah, he still gets the penalty. He doesn't have that. He did... let's go with this. A regular attack. Good job. Switch back. This guy will stay here just to dissuade teleporting next to the banner again. He'll stay there. And this means he can hit him. Let's try to disarm him. A slight penalty, but... alright, let's hit that guy. So... let's, I guess, run up here and give a boost to hit. You should run up here and give a boost not to get surrounded. You can wait. Yeah, he can step to within 3, but you don't be able to switch hands quickly enough. So let's just wait a minute. You don't have anything else. Let's keep hitting those guys. That guy's doing all right. I have a feeling he may not stay here for long, but let's step up here and help out. And then, sure, come through and hit this guy. Didn't like that. Ah, too tired. You can't swing again? No. And you're too... Yeah. Alright, so you're going to come up here to protect him, hopefully. This guy, Oh, I think it's going to happen. He's probably going to teleport up here and then hit this guy, which will heal him a little bit, but as long as I can hit him one more time, I should kill him. That's my assumption. Yeah, they love getting on the high ground, so they get the bonus to hit. And, I mean, it didn't heal him very much. I don't know what the percentage is of the damage he does that he recovers, but it's not a huge amount, so. Still, I have to hit him at least once, so it's not like a free a gimme here. Annoying, but I can deal with it. Well, this guy's not hurt, so I guess he can move in. The heads are getting decapitated, so I don't know if those are actual fatalities they won't come back from. I mean, this would be ideal. I mean, 52, you might as well go for it. And fail twice. It's nice. Too tired to move. You might be able to take one more hit, because he's going to maybe teleport over and hit you, or just swing twice at that guy. Phew, that's good. Alright, and look, there we go. Some shimmering ashes. Other than that, another Kopesh, which is nice, and then some garbage. So, not an incredible haul, but one more step towards defeating the undead scourge. Let's check over here. Got some damage, but no injuries, which is good. So, go through, set it to repair anything of interest, which isn't much. Even these swords aren't worth much. And then we'll rest up. Who got hurt? A little bit. Decent amount. Well, you can sit like that for now, I suppose. Okay. So we'll rest up, repair our gear, and then we'll go check this place out. So I thought, after I repaired for a while, before I go over here, let's just check and see if there's a contract I can get. And the Noble House has a contract. It's talking about a powerful artifact to maybe help stop the undead menace or whatever. Okay, I mean, that sounds good. It's a 1 skull mission, so that's helpful. Not too dangerous. Pay is pretty good, and it's retrieving an artifact from the northeast. Now, as I had mentioned on one of my previous videos, a lot of times you got to be careful when they're like, hey, you know, can you go stop orcs that are terrorizing around the town of blah, blah, blah? Because blah, blah, blah is anywhere in their kingdom, not just a town that you happen to be at. So you may have to wander all the way over to this place or whatever, right? So I was a little suspicious when he said, hey, travel to the northeast. Like, well, how far northeast do you want me to go? But of course, it didn't say. It didn't even say, like, there are some times where it will say, find the location as far to the east or not too far to the east. So, okay, we're going to find this place in the northeast. Northeast. Northeast? What? Wait, northeast. Like, almost as northeast as you can possibly get, which is freaking great. So, I'm tempted just to say screw it and ignore that, but that is a quest, or a contract. It's got, I'll get some bonuses. It'll help me with this. Maybe I can fight stuff on the way. I have to do a lot of prep work. Ugh. Now I'm curious if I should check out. I don't even remember what was here last time. My gut tells me it was more than I want to deal with. But we'll check this out. Go up here. Maybe sell some stuff, gear up, whatever. Maybe go to here to buy some food cheaply. And then we're going to make the long expedition through hostile territory up to there. I mean, I looked at this place a long time ago, so maybe it's not as bad anymore. Maybe it just looked scary at the time because I was underpowered. Oh, it's that place. So, no, it's just scary now too. My memory's slipping. I've been drinking too much. All right, well, before we go on a long adventure, is there anyone we're going to waste time hiring? Well, so. This guy's expensive. Not hugely expensive, but I could use another dude. Especially another dude in the back. I don't need any more shield bros, probably. More dudes. But I have space in the back line for another guy or two. And I've got plenty of pole weapons now, so that would be handy to have somebody. I don't have a crap load of money. I mean, I have money, but only 14 days worth. If I spend money to hire a guy and then it increases my daily wages, it's not so good. But I could sell stuff. Oh. A farmer is not going to be a good polearm guy in the back. I don't need that. A disowned noble. I don't normally take the nobles. The Adventurous Noble has great melee skill, great melee defense, no range skill, negative range defense, and good resolve. I'm guessing this guy's going to be similar, except he won't have as good melee, as good melee defense, which if he's going to be in the back rank isn't that big a deal. But he's not going to have very good resolve, unfortunately. Resolve isn't super critical for a guy in the back necessarily, but I mean it's not bad to have. This guy will have great weapon stats, great resolve, but low health and low fatigue, which we're seeing is kind of an issue with my other two polearms. They just run out of fatigue really quick. And they're both kind of expensive. Squire, this guy at least gets to start level 2. Squire has decent melee skill. He has range skill too, although I don't really care about that. Has good resolve. So, here's what I'm going to do. I've got an idea of what it is. I'm going to pause. I'm actually going to look them up in the wiki and get the more detail. I'm kind of curious specifically how these guys compare. I think the Squire and the Disowned Noble probably don't have significant pluses or minuses to health and fatigue. They're probably just average in health and fatigue. Maybe this guy might be a little better than normal, but not a lot. This guy has substantial negatives to both, I think. And then how much is his increased weapon skill going to compare to these two? So I'll be right back. All right, so my general impression is mostly correct. The retired soldier and the Squire are very close when it comes to resolve, whereas the Adventurous Noble is pretty poor. The weapon skill, these guys are both comparable. They're close, both significantly better than average, but the retired soldier is slightly better at weapon skill. And he's got, let me see. Yeah, actually has much better defensive skills as well, both in range defense and melee defense. But this guy actually has, the Disowned Noble actually has pretty significant penalties to fatigue. I thought he was either average or slightly below average. He's actually pretty far below average. This guy I knew was already far below average, so they're comparable there. And then the Squire just has kind of mediocre, above average in pretty much all stats, except for health. He's regular, and resolve. He's much better than regular. Other than that, slightly better than average melee, He's got actual decent range skill, not top tier, but decent. A little bit of fatigue, a little bit of range and melee defense, and a lot of resolve. If I want him in the back rank, I don't need someone... I need as much melee accuracy as possible. The Squire is not as good as these two. This guy is... I mean, they're both mediocre physically, but I'm not getting shot at if I'm focusing on Ancient Undead. So we're going to... It's because it's more expensive, but whatever. I'm going to roll the dice and take him. And he comes with an extra level as well, which I suppose is nice. Alright. Did not get a perk there. He got some perks here instead. But, you know, whatever. Still, 66 starting. I mean, he's still going to hit stuff. So, I guess that's the important thing. And he goes up a level. He needs that. He probably needs this. 40 health is terrible. Doesn't necessarily need much of this if we're hunting mostly undead, although we will obviously fight other stuff. So, I may take that 4 while we're here. And we'll give him that. We might run into a fight or two along the way. And if I can get him another level, that'll just help. And in fact, we're going to sell a bunch of stuff. I don't need those. I mean, I should have some spare helmets, right? Get rid of a sword. Get rid of a cleaver. Do I really need the 2 kopeshes? Maybe. Am I using a pike right now? I'm not. I'd like to keep... I want to keep all this stuff. I can get rid of these. I can probably get rid of most of this stuff I don't use. Sell it all. Fire sale. I do want the flails. I want some backup armor. I'm going to need to buy some tools because I'm going to get into fights along the way. I'm going to need food because I'm getting to fight, or I'm going to get into feeding along the way. All right, how much is this? 6 days worth. Which means I need to sell something. Well, these are at least relatively easy to find. And I'm going to use these a little bit. I'm not going to use that. 7 days. How much is it going to cost to give this guy lessons? 220? 6 days. Anything else I can sell? Probably. I mean, there's always stuff to sell. It's just I want to sell it. I'm going to be fighting Ancient Undead, so the flails might be handy. Axes are... well... the axe is not handy, but obviously I want it. I want it. I don't need this, probably. What about my dudes? Is anyone carrying stuff I can get rid of? Well, we can get rid of that hand axe that the guy's using, because he's not going to use that. Let's just give him some gear for now. He's so overloaded. I mean, he is carrying some heavy equipment, I suppose, relatively. Okay. You have stuff you need. I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that. Fine. Okay. A little bit more money. We sell a couple of cleavers and a hand axe. Alright, 8 days of pay. We bought some tools. We've got 9 days of food. Theoretically, on our adventure northward, north, and a little bit eastward, we might be able to raid some things on the way as well, if we have to, I guess. And it's not going to take 8 days to get there and back, I'm hoping. So, alright. Let's just go for it. We're going to speed along. Now, the only thing I'm kind of concerned about is to make sure... let's come over here. Let's see what's here. If it's an easy fight, we might take it. I mean, honestly, it's not a tough fight, but now that I've gotten rid of a bunch of cleavers, it's going to be a painful fight. So, I was going to say, the thing that I'm concerned about is if my party automatically tries to travel along these roads and gets near a town and spawns like a large patrol. I don't want to deal with that. Ancient Temple. I don't recall what's in this, actually. Probably a fight I don't want to deal with, but we'll check it out. Let's see what it says. Yeah, it's spooky. We got some blessed water. Find the next vial behind Chest High Gate. Glyphs, voice boons. A flock of birds are in a field. When a hunter comes along, the hunter draws an arrow and yells out. So in pain, few birds fly up. The hunter kills them. More birds fly up. The hunter kills them just as well. Begins to cry as he collects their bodies. More birds fly at the sound of him. The hunter's crying and killing. He can hardly knock arrows fast enough. He has to pause to wipe his eyes. Must be pretty good at shooting birds out of the air with a bow. One bird turns to his friend and says he should console the man. What does the bird's friend say in return? I hate riddles. This is an appropriate response. This is a good one too. We'll say this one. Okay, well, let's say no harm in trying for another. Okay, whatever. Last vial. From me, all comes to being. From me, all shall be in the end. When man crosses the earth, I follow in his footsteps. Dust, go fark yourself. Help me kick in that gate. Well, I've only got one answer, I suppose. So I guess we'll say that one. Okay. Well, thanks. Actually, I mean, potentially this will be handy because if you look, all right, flask of blessed water, damage of 20 health for 3 turns to any undead target hit. 100% of damage ignores armor, and a 33% chance that it will also splash and hit bystanders the same or lower height. So, what's the range? 3 tiles? 1, 2, 3. So my guys in the back line can yeet these bottles and hit the rear line of pole arms or whatever. And 20 damage a turn for 3 turns will hurt those guys quite a bit. And it might splash on the guys in the front too. So these will be very handy. I wish you could find these at the alchemists. They have people who make potions in the southern cities, but you can't, at least I've ever found, buy these things. If you have a monk in your party, there's an event occasionally where he'll generate one, but you can't acquire them in groups, in mass, which is probably because they're really useful, and they don't want you to just stack up on them. What? Oh, the northerners and southerners are fighting. One dude gets grumpy. It's very sad. Alright, well, we're moving along. I thought about pausing, but that's almost like giving up and saying it's going to take a while. I'm going to be optimistic and say we're going to get there soon. Probably not worth investigating, so I've got a big fight coming up. Lots of undead legionaries, 1 ancient honor guard, and 1 ancient priest. No, I'm good, thanks. Some auxiliaries. Lots of legionaries. An ancient honor guard and ancient priest. No? Good, thanks. That's a lot of undead. Jeez. Many necrosavants. Alright, well, considering that whole lineup, I can't wait to see what's up here. Now, we had like 8 days worth of money. And we're down to 5. So it didn't take that long to get here. What's it say? Many auxiliaries and a few necrosavants. Okay, so the good news is that's not too bad. And what we'll do, lesson learned from last time, we will give this guy a... Well, I was going to give him a sword and board, but I've only got the board part, not the sword. You're 80? Let's give you that. You've got the cleaver perk anyway. We can give you a sword. And then, since these 3 guys in the back are not melee monsters, I'm going to put my guys with the highest defense on the corners. That means he's probably going to be the one they swarm. Maybe we can cheat and stack that side. Lure them in here, and then have my most accurate people over there. 83, 91. This guy as well. He's got a whip. This guy has a whip, so he can do a lot of damage over on this side, potentially. Okay, well, we'll see how that works. I mean, if it's only a few... I'm curious if I have to return the item, probably, or if I get to keep one. That'd be nice. I would like a little item. Yeah, this should be an easy fight. I say that. Let's see. What the heck was that? One thing was ahead of everybody else, and then 3? Well, we will just wait and see. If it's just one necrosavant, where the hell's it? Okay, so there's 3 of them. Where are they? What are they doing? They're spooking my guys, apparently. Alright, 1, 2, I mean, he's in range. Okay, just step right up. I would be more than happy to chop you guys up. Rupert Dude. This is polearms. I don't want... If I step forward, he'll be exposed. They might come in here, so let's just wait. Let's just wait. I mean, I guess I could have given them polearms, but... Eh. He's probably not super happy, but maybe he is. Maybe he just likes to smash people. He's got plenty of targets. I don't want to step him forward because I may teleport in. This guy, I mean, may as well take a shot at somebody. Okay. Alright, so it is just 2 necrosavants. Okay. Oh, okay. I was hoping they'd come up this side, and of course, what do? They attack the side I'm not anticipating. But we're in kind of okay shape. Let's just kill a few of these guys. You're gonna wait. You can actually wait, and then maybe he'll shield wall as well, and I'll get the bonus to defense. And we can just chop up some of these guys. Not that I really need to, but you Try to disarm one of these guys. 22, 22 doesn't matter. I mean, I knew the odds were slim, but why not? 57 to hit versus 93. Got one. Okay, maybe they'll teleport to him. That'd be preferable. Let's just kill a guy. And this is my newer dude. Let's step back. And let's step forward one. Maybe make them bait them out to you as well. Let's see. Okay, they'll hit that guy. I don't want them to actually hit, but the fact that they split up is good. It gives me a little bit more options. You're going to wait. You're going to step in. You could step in, I suppose. You're going to attempt to disarm again. And fail again. Not completely unexpectedly. Alright. Alright, well, at least we got some beef around that guy. Do I disarm or do I whip? I don't think we're going to kill him. Well, I missed with both, so... Great. Okay, well... You guys have to hit. I didn't have any nets. I forgot to buy the nets. Alright, well... No! Oh. Okay. It's a little strange, but... So, let's... recenter here. Kind of spread. You're gonna just, well, we're gonna rotate him out. So let's go ahead. You might as well try to stab somebody. I should come up here, which I don't want him getting hit. 1, 2, 3. He can swing from here. Regular attack. Got a hit. Rotate. And attack. And fail, of course. So we do best. Step down here and take a swing again and miss, of course. Ow. Who's this? I'm not sure who that is. Let's just sweep around, I guess. That's my new guy, so he's not ideal for that job, but he's a little. Oh, this is my Squire. This is a heck of an introduction to advanced necrosavants studies. Back here, I guess. Do I disarm? Or do I try to hit? It costs 12 fatigue. I only get one attack. Let's hit him, I guess. Maybe push him away? This is my dodgy guy, right? He's not hit yet, so... Okay. Maybe protect my hurt dude a little bit. They may come up here now? I don't know, they could go anywhere, I suppose. In fact, he's got very little health. He's only losing 5 a turn, though, so that's good, I guess. They may come after you. So go ahead and defend. Just bait it out up here. You can't do anything. You're stuck. You've gone. You're too tired. Swing again. Okay. Excellent. I didn't see if he procced his 9 lives or not, but hopefully he did. Let's swarm this guy. I think this guy's probably in some bad shape. We can, again, attempt to whip him. He's not happy, but he's alive, unfortunately. This guy has a whip. There, fuck you. Again, who is this guy? He doesn't. Oh, he does say Pole. Okay, he's got Pole in the title. I was like, who is this guy, and why does he have this quick hands and everything? All right, you're gonna stay there and bleed. You're gonna hang out here. You're gonna come through here. I'm gonna try to get all my dudes around first. Go ahead and whip him. Okay, there's a little bit of damage. All right, now for the beatdown. Or the misfest. More likely to be done. Okay. Yep, he's going to keep trying to lure me away. You just need to stay in the middle of the group here. Good. You need to close things off so he doesn't try that. You're gonna fail. You are gonna wait. You're gonna step down here and shield wall and get hit next turn probably. Good. Good. You're not hurt. You are. Okay. Yep, I figured. Ow. He's not bleeding. He's got a pierced cheek, though. I don't care if he's hurt. Hey, if he gets this kill, this will be a good experience boost for him. There you go. So how much did he get? He got 400 experience. He's got the student perk. He got the training. He got a kill level Necro Savant. So that's good. That's why he's leveling up again. We got a couple more of these. Good stuff. Now, of course, we have to run all the way back. Let's see. We got the artifact. Okay. Well, it's not something I'm going to get to use. But excellent. Another massive fight. We'll level up, get our stuff repaired, and start heading back. I think we'll call it good for today. Thanks for joining. I think we're moving forward pretty well towards finishing the undead off. So good luck in your own undead crushing adventures.